memang program ini kemitraan, partnership, the Critical Ecosystem Partnership Fund. And before I answer your question, I will just emphasize this notion of partnership for achieving conservation. So when we talk about important places in the earth, important species, whether in all of the world, but also in Indonesia, and not just Indonesia, in this special part of Indonesia called Wallacea, there is a role for all of us to play. And absolutely, the government will play the primary role. This is public land. This is all of the land of Indonesia. So the government plays the first role, as it should. There's then a role for the private sector, whether that's big companies or small companies, but people doing their business. And then there's a role for LSM, Lembaga Swadaya Masyarakat, non-government organizations. And CEPF, this program of kemitraan, tries to build partnerships to do that. Partnerships between the government, between the private sector, and between LSM, NGOs. So when we talk about species, we are really talking about how we can build partnerships to protect specific species, and more importantly, not just the species, but the habitat, the area in which you find them. So of course, we all identify, we call it charismatic species, tigers, and dugongs, and orangutans, and maleo birds. But it is almost more important to protect the habitat, the places where you find these species, and you build partnerships to do that.